In downtown Los Angeles, Lakers look to grab a win on the home floor and against the Charlotte Hornets. And I don't think I was the only one surprised, not just by their win, but guys by runs.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to anything they threw at him.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Filling out the wings, it's Middleton and Antetokounmpo. Alex Len out there at Greg Monroe. And it's Freak in at the point. Now, here's Bryant after D'Angelo Russell's miss. From deep. The rebound by Ezeli. For the Milwaukee Bucks, they come in off the loss to Golden State.
And just looking at the stat sheet, they gave far too many free throws away in that game. Maybe it was the noise in the building or something, but they really looked rattled.
Well, Greg, I don't know if it was the biggest reason for that loss, but all of those misses from the stripe clearly had an impact on that game.
Now, here is Russell. Following the miss by Freak. Outside, Russell. To the paint. Shot clock at 6. Now, Freak. He had a 36-point outing in the last game against the Warriors in Oakland. The Bucks shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
And this year, they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
He misses the free throw. And he sinks the second. Now, here is Russell. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Now, here's Randall. Fires the three. Rebound by Monroe.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And Bryant kicks to Randall, wide open. The rebound by the Bucks. Last time they met was in Milwaukee.
And whether by design or by accident, they drew so many fouls in that game. Foul trouble for the other side became a huge issue.
And as a result, there was a blowout win. I mean, credit them for initiating contact and forcing the officials to make the call.
Now, here is Russell. Following the miss by Freak, Bryant has the open look. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hey, Kevin, I spoke with the Lakers head coach. This is their second meeting of the year. The first one didn't work out too well. And his focus this time around is keeping them out of the lane and on the perimeter. They have drivers and finishers. He said he wants his guys to make them a jump shooting team. Guys, we'll see how it goes.
Thank you, Doris. And it's Freak missing.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Young pass to Randall. Rebound by Monroe.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job. Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
The 10-footer. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Middleton with it, and Young picks him up defensively. And the Bucks miss again.
Not a quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
Yeah, you know, he's not making it into the court right now.
Now here's Kobe. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Charlotte.
And a gigantic game for him at the free throw line. He was an instigator, drawing a ton of contact and really just hunting for the whistle.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
And he gets the bucket.
A good open look, and he splashes home the three.
Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. A platoon swap here for the Lakers. Lakers trail by 4. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Filling out the wings, it's Middleton and Antetokounmpo. Greg Monroe is out there with Len. And it's Freak in at the 1 spot. In the corner, it's Clarkson. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
Kevin, they made less than 25% of their shots in the first quarter, coming out completely flat. They lacked energy and the execution was bad. But they've rebounded nicely here and look to extend the lead a bit with some nice shooting.
Azili, good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 3 assists now in this one. Milwaukee in the lead. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Here's Freak. And again, it's Milwaukee converting.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Outside, Russell. On the pass to Randall. To the inside. Stolen by Monroe. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either, Greg. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Kobe's checked in for the Lakers. Lakers trail by 4. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Young left side. They get the rebound. Randall. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That one on Monroe.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Los Angeles shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And that one misses. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Warriors provided a nice lift. He finished with 36 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. It was a great outing for him, and the team needed him, as he was the main source of points all game. Hopefully he gets more support in this one, Kevin.
All right, thank you as always, Doris. And another special game from a player that we know is incredibly capable for this team.
Yeah, and he proved his value again in that last game. I mean, he's a cog in their machine, no doubt.
Yeah, and they're going to need a few other players to lend a bigger hand today. I mean, they can't expect him to carry the entire load 2 games in a row.
From deep three-point range, can't get it to go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. The drive by Russell. Fires for 3. And Nick Young, the bucket on the assist from Kobe. Young's got the game tied up here for the Lakers. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's Freak. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Freak's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence. And a moment now to check out the numbers for Middleton. He's averaging 10 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you look at those numbers, not bad. But, guys, I think he can do better and he knows it.
And he has high expectations for himself as well, guys, but he just hasn't delivered fully on his potential yet.
And it's blocked. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. And it's sent back by Bryant. And it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Bryant. Roy Hibbert's checked in for the Lakers. Williams comes in for Young. Milwaukee also making some changes. Miles Plumlee comes in for Len. And Michael Carter-Williams subbed in for Chris Middleton.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling. And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Time-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Now here's Freak. 13 points in the game. Antetokounmpo dishes to Freak. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. 16 points for Freak.
Well, the defense not doing a good job at all of getting after him. They've got to crowd him and make it tough for him. That's his second this quarter. That's his second personal foul. If he gets another, it probably puts him on the bench for the rest of the first half.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Bucks. And a pretty tightly contested.
Thank you, Kevin. I've got Kobe Bryan. And Kobe, tell us what's working for you guys defensively right now.
Well, keeping him out of transition, really. I mean, that's really been the big key this half.
Kobe, we appreciate.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Freak really making a difference here.
Boy, did he put on a show from beyond in that first half. Let's see if the halftime break has any cooling effect on him.
Well, I tell you what, we'll soon find out, because I guarantee they're going to keep feeding it to him behind the arc until he does cool off.
Russell is out there with Bryant. And it's Young. Then there's Festus Ezeli. And it's Randall in at the 4 spot. That's the Laker 5. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Freak. Lakers shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. And here's Kobe from the arc. And he gets it to go. Bryant's got 7 points in the game. Buck shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Baseline jumper. And again, another shot trained there from Freak. LA's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Pass to Ezeli. Back to Russell. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Russell's got the lead up to 4 now for the Lakers.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important, because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Freak with it. Russell's there. Out of bounds. The Lakers will take possession.
Kevin, let's take a look here to see where the Lakers rank in the NBA. 3rd in three-point shooting. 6th in blocks. And they're a top 10 team in three-point shooting.
And you know, their free throw shooting, overlooked by some, but it's kept them alive in close games. And you definitely get confidence when you have the ability to convert on those opportunities.
Kobe, no good. Bucks trail by 6. And here's Freak. He's got 20. The 3. And the Bucks miss again.
No luck for him this half after being outstanding from outside the arc in the first half.
And the foul called on Freak. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And Los Angeles with some changes. Larry Nance has checked in for Randall. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Bryant. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Russell. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Carter-Williams is checked in. And they will call over the back on the play.
Yeah, nothing wrong with fighting for the rebound, but he gets nailed with the over-the-back call.
And, Greg, you know I was an offensive rebounder in my day, and I like that kind of aggressive play. But he's got to do a little better job of trying to get position earlier in that case.
Yeah, that's a good point. Positioning is so vital when you're trying to rebound the basketball, and that's something that wasn't on display on that possession.
And it looks to me like he still has some of the shooting touch that he displayed in the first.
Nick Young on the wing with the shot. The basket is good. The assist from Augustine. Young's got 7 points.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
And the call will be against Alex Lamb. That is his first foul of the game. Lakers leading by 5. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Wide open look. And that one's good. Augustine's got his first points in this one. The Bucks have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Three-pointer. The rebound by Azili.
He's frigid from 3. I don't know what's worse, that he can't hit anything from out there or that he keeps on trying to.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard